Good afternoon, this is Simon from Prestige Gardener Services, and today we're in Bardsey. Lovely place, only a little bit down the road from my mum, so it's quite a nice little local area. Pop in and see her for a cup of tea later. Now then, today we're actually planting Prunus laurels, and we'll take you for a little walk about around this bed, as this property and driveway front of the property has been completely changed in regards to the entrance and the exit. But what we've done is place a border into the driveway with a reinforced wall and obviously significant 8 to 10 tons of topsoil. We've selected Prunus laurels as they're obviously quite green all year round and very hardy, and they're obviously quite good in the weather elements that we have in the UK. We've actually had them delivered. I went to one of our suppliers to actually hand pick these myself, and they stand obviously at the moment a good 7 to 8 feet tall, which is quite a weight and a height for these in respect to infant and getting them in the ground. So we've obviously initially lined them up, positioned them, placed them on the soil, and then literally put them into the ground. Now we're going to actually finish the last one now. We get this last one in so it basically finishes the job. But it's interesting, these prunuses, not many people know that they're actually quite toxic. The berries, which are here on these prunuses, are extremely toxic, and I'm sure probably in times gone by people would have chosen and picked these and put them in potential food. Quite dangerous, very toxic, very poisonous for animals, cattle, livestock. And Prunus, the laurel, the leaf, effectively was back more in Olympia in the Roman days, where they used to wear them on the head as a crown, effectively for victory. So we're in the bed. And really, for me, very important is to get the positioning right. Obviously, we've done that, and what I'm actually going to do now is kind of dig a trough. We've already placed these in a particular way which I want them to be positioned in, so I'm literally just digging out a circle now with my hand, so I know effectively where to dig. If you do come across rubble and stones and hardcore, just remove that, because it isn't useful. So we're literally going to lift this fella out. And we know that is the position that it's going to go in. So I'm going to lay this on its side, literally, so it just takes the pressure off, the weight off, and we've got that ready to go. Now then, on the digging, you want to come up there possibly, if you fancy it. So I'm literally now going to just open this fella up, and we're going down effectively, probably a spit to a spit and a half. If a spit is the side of a shovel or a spade, depending on the different size spades that you've got, will depend on the different depths that you dig. But really, effectively using the bucket as a measure, that's how far we're going down. Bearing in mind, we're actually digging on a slant. This bed is not horizontal, it's on a decline, so things like that you just don't need. We're going to dig the hole, and obviously what we've done is we've got 12 laurels here, and for each laurel we're going to use half a sack of quality Irish peat. It's the best in the world. It only comes from Ireland and known for it, and it's the best food source that you can give these fellas, and to be honest with you, plants, hedges, a whole host of different flowers. They're really in a good start. And what's very important, which has just come to mind, is usually what happens is, excuse me, somebody goes to a home base or a garden centre and buys something out of a pot, take it home, it grows quite well. Literally, if I open this up actually, I'm just going to manipulate this. What people don't realise is this is basically its home, and it has been in that pot probably since it was an infant. And as come close to a second, as the root system grows, as you can see, its incredible root system grows, you can see now it's reached the outer wall of its housing. Believe it or not, we can actually cultivate rootstock and regrow a prunus from these roots, but that's another story. Once it gets that position here, we know now it was looking to grow and to expand. If we just literally put this into soil, it's potentially going to struggle because of the fact that all within here it's been fed nutrients, vitamins, a whole host of different food sources. If we just stick it straight into the ground with no food source, just topsoil, it's going to have a really, really tough time. So we really give it a good chance and opportunity to bed in well by throwing in a significant amount of food. We all need food, we all need water, and if we don't get it, we die. Simple as that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the hole. We're going a good, I don't know if you can see that from there, Leon. A good pass, you see my spit level? I know we're in a good position there because of the level of the spade, so it's almost like measuring. We've got a really good home there for it. Dug it out. Each of the hands. And here we are. So other than a good water, I mean, planting at this time of the year isn't so bad, but literally, when we have a situation like we've had this year, you know, plans of water bans and things like that, you've got to be mindful of the fact that this is actually quite moist. It's got water, you know, already embedded in it. Slow release, pellets as well of food. And what I'm doing at the moment is just feeding the compost round the hole. So as we backfill the actual prunus, I don't have to struggle to get the actual compost in and around it because it's already there. I just have to fold the soil in and around. And if I drag it aside in, it automatically falls. So we've got some nice compost at the base. Mix that in a bit. We know that that's in the right position, so literally I've just got to put that in the ground. And there we go. We know that that's in the position now, so literally I just backfill the compost in with the soil and give it a really good opportunity to bed in well. I mean, I'm literally working with soil. It's hard work, it's tough. And you're giving it a really good work, and I'm mixing it as well with the soil because obviously when it rains and it will rain, the water will take the food and the nutrients down to the rootstock which we just exposed and get it a good water and feed. Now that is 12 Prunus laurels in the ground, some quality peat from Ireland, and we're in the position now. It's almost home time, which is good. So, this is me, Simon from Prestige Garden Services. Thanks to my friend, colleague today helping me plant. Should you need any of our expertise in planting, garden care, ground care, woodwork, please get in touch. Simon from Prestige Garden Services. Have a wonderful afternoon.